Hello. I've been listening to music while I was just getting ready for the stream. I'm slightly late. No! And look, the Grots are also listening to music. They're dancing. Look at that Grot dance. He's having a good old time. He's boogieing. He's going bum, 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 ba-dum, but oh, I'm still a bit dizzy. But hello, Alan. Hello, Clemoniac. Hello, 7th Stage of... Oh, thanks for the hat. Hello, 7th Stage of Rage Studios. Hello, Bob the Innkeeper. I'm not stinky. A cupcake is never late. We're all early. You. I was like 1 minute late. 1 minute, a few seconds. I'm a bit sad today though, because I ordered some gloves yesterday from Amazon. I was like, okay, I'll order from Amazon because it's hard to get these types of things. I wanted green gloves. Like, when I have black gloves, I wanted to get some green ones. And on the pictures, they were like, oh, these are good ones. And then they arrived and they're pathetic. I'm like, oh, that's a waste of money. Hello, Night Parade. At 6 likes, you put Cuptle in the oven. No! I mean, actually, Cuptle, you do look a bit underbaked today. You need some time in the oven. I mean, but the time in the oven's not bad for a cupcake, you know. Yes, you are. Don't deny. I'm not. I've had that good old wash and a nice bath yesterday. And I washed my hair. And I washed today after my spot. After I did some exercise. I've been productive. I'm not too productive. Oh, now you call me stinking. Look, can't even see my face anymore. Calling me stinky plus me wearing my boss hat just turns me into an intimidating monster with no. You can't even see my face. It's too dark. Hi, Night Parade. Hello, Talant. How are you both doing? Oh, I drew. Yeah, but look, I drew a grot today. I built the last of my Tyranids and I magnetised the bases and put them in the little display case. Display carry case, and then I carried them into the attic where they're now gonna stay forever, never to see the light of day again. No, I do want to, like, I just put them there because then they're not taking up like room in my bedroom, but that way I can just like take down one of the metal trays as needed. I probably won't paint them this month. I want to focus on the arcs. I'm not evil. I'm not evil. Ready shoplifts at Gucci. That's one hype grot. What you doing calling me evil? Look, you put holes in my hat now. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the tailor. Oh, the other thing I'm upset about, I've spent ages trying to find, like, hours and hours. You know why I wear these sleeve gloves? Most of them, like, I usually just wear ones that are a bit ratty and tatty on stream because I do gluing and painting. I actually barely have any that are decent just to wear out and about now. So I wanted to get more, but I just can't find them anywhere. It's like, what? No, no. At first on Etsy, I had a bunch, but then I was like, okay, puts it down to just written, no, just Europe, because I don't want to pay 20 quid for a pair of gloves. I then have to pay 20 quid for shipping. I then have to pay another 20 quid on blooming customs and tariffs on it. Oh gosh. So then when I did that, it's like, okay, so they're now being shipped from Turkey, and okay, that's expensive. Let's put it down to just shipped from Britain. And it's like, okay, cotton gloves. Do you mean fleece gloves? No, cotton gloves. Do you mean cashmere? No. Do you mean alpaca wool? No, I want cotton because all that stuff makes my skin itchy and I get eczema. And it's like, I don't like wool. I just want some breathable cotton gloves for my eczema. And because it makes my arms feel nice. And it's like, oh. So I asked my mother if she can make some, because she knows how to sew. And I went onto eBay, Amazon, various websites. There were some that were like correct, but for really short ones, I'm like, oh, I don't want short ones. I need long ones. And for some I found, but for like really thick and knitted cotton, it's like, I don't want knitted cotton. I want thin, breathable ones. And then others had like a load of elastic. I was like, I don't want a load of elastic. So I just be like, okay, I'll just get my mother to make some. And she was like, okay, yeah. But there we go. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I woke up, I turned off all my alarms, and then I just had a decent sleep. And I still woke up like 5 minutes after my last alarm. I was like, okay, that's good. But then I ended up like still getting up really slowly. I was just feeling achy and dizzy. But then after I got over initial grogginess, which did take a while, I was like, actually not feeling too bad. My swelling in my ears gone down with my ear infection stuff. It's not too shabby. So I managed to get my exercises done today. I managed to get some tidying up done. Managed to get some building-y stuff done. Managed to draw that drawing. It's a pretty good time. Yeah. And I've been in a good mood. I've been listening to music. It goes, in 5 years' time. Do, 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 5 years. That's all I know from the song, 5 years' time. It was in the Superman movie. When, I'm taking the hat off. That's not take the hat off. Which one's a hat button? That is a hat button. I'm not stinky. From Superman. Yeah, it was. Well, it's not from Superman. It was in Superman, like punk rocker. Which I can't remember how the tune of that song goes. I really like it though, by Teddy Bears, or whatever it's called. And it's like, I am a punk rocker. Yes, I am. It's like, that's a nice song. But then the song just before the stream was like 5 years' time. It's like, yeah. You could try searching for Audrey Hepburn gloves. You might find some costume gloves like Breakfast at Tiffany's. Maybe. I need to find like cotton ones because I don't want like silky shiny ones either. Audrey Hepburn gloves. No. They need to be fingerless. That's the thing. They need to be fingerless gloves so my fingies can be free to do stuff. Oh. I mean, I guess I could cut the fingers out. At that point, you cutting the fingers out, you're sewing them up, you might as well just be buying material and just making the gloves yourself. But what we're doing? Well, I should learn how to sew, shouldn't I? I learned how to sew at one point. But then it's like, you're always yapping about kit bashing, but cutting some gloves is too much for you. Well, the thing is I don't really know how to sew anymore. I learned how to sew once, and then I didn't really do it again. I think I learned how to sew like 3 times. For different reasons. Like one of them was how to sew badges. And I think I learned that like 2 or 3 times. The Girl Guides, the Scouts, of the RAF. Another one was learning how to do patchwork and stuff. And again, I had to do that for the RAF. And for Scouts and for Girl Guides. You'd think I'd actually be a dab hand at sewing before. No, but all of that isn't actually how to sew clothing. It's just how to like patch up clothing and like how to sew a wound if you need to sew a wound. Or stitch a wound rather. And you want to leave a little bit of gap there. You don't want it to be super tight. Hi TA, how you doing? Why are you calling me lazy? That's really mean to learn. Learning how to sew is difficult because I've been watching my mother relearn how to sew because she used to really do a lot of sewing and then she stopped and then she wanted to get back into sewing again. And it's difficult. I've been watching her and it's difficult. Oh my goodness. And I've been watching the Great British Sewing Bee and it's like, oh my goodness. That's so hard. I mean, if you're such a good sewer, then maybe you should just take it up as a profession, Talana, if it's so easy. Maybe you should just go into the Great British Sewing Bee and be just like, wow, all the judges. And then become like one of these sewing stars and get into fashion industry. It's very different. Medical stitching is very hard. I mean, medical stitching is hard. If you're doing it like for what's it called? In terms of like a scout or whatever, where it's not meant to be medical stitching for like a hospital or whatever, and instead it's meant to be more of an emergency stitch for field work before actual professionals can get to it, or just to keep the wound safe enough so that professionals can get to it one day. Then that type of stitching isn't the hardest in the world. You just have to remember not to do it super tightly, otherwise it can cause more damage. You need to have a little bit of gap room at the top and at the bottom of it. But you can't do it too loose either. I've never done it on a real person, mind you. And I've always struggled with the knots and getting the little needle stuffs on. Because so everyone in my family can. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am sure you can apply pressure instead of torturing some guy with a needle. It's meant to be for the thing of like, if you can't, it's meant to be emergency medicine. So it's a type of a medicine where if you're going camping or hiking, an emergency, you can't get a medical response to you in like ample time. It's a kind of stuff you do there. It's also the kind of thing where it's especially important in the RVF because a lot, like even though I was never a pilot or anything like that, we do still all learn, well I say all of us, I think most of us learn how to, you know, do a lot of the survival things of, let's say your plane gets shot down in enemy territory and you now need to survive and you're injured or somebody else is injured and you now need to suture your own wound. You have to learn that type of stuff. So I've learned a lot about just basic first aid. I've not renewed any first aid stuff. So I'm not qualified to do any first aid. But like, I've been on a few first aid courses. I mean, that type of suturing for emergency, it's not the hardest thing to get right. It's easy to get wrong at the same time, but it's not the hardest thing in the world to get right. Don't worry, I saw this in the Great British Bake Off. Yeah, but if you're like hiking or you get injured or whatever out there, basically if you're going camping or hiking and there's in an area it would be difficult for medical professionals to get to you, it's best that you go onto a first aid course beforehand and learn how to suture wounds. That's my advice. Like anything, like even if you're just going on a long hike and it's just a day hike where you go out and come back in the same day, it's generally a good idea. When I was doing Duke of Edinburgh, it wasn't actually too uncommon for people to fall over and like twist their ankle or hurt themselves. Thankfully, like when I was doing it, no one hurt themselves super badly, but someone did sprain their ankle. I think I actually did as well. I just didn't care and continued walking on it. But yeah, it's really fun. But you never know when it will come in useful. Thankfully in Britain we don't have many big wild animals or anything that would be much of a danger to you, so your main danger is just falling over and hurting yourself. And if you're ever stuck in the wild, always move as far upstream as you can if you need to get water. Because it's like, I remember when I was doing, it was for geography actually, and we had to measure different rivers and so on at different points. And at one point of the river, you thought, oh, this is a nice clean river, and then we found a dead sheep in the river further up ahead, like half rotted and stuff. It's like, yeah, always go upstream of a river before ever taking water. Is the brown squirrel a joke to you? What's a brown squirrel? The one in the window to the left, next to the chalkboard. That just appears like it's there right now. It's there. It's looking at us. Oh, you. No, that's been there forever. That's just been popping in, being like, hello, how you doing? Say for no dangerous animals. Oh! The brown squirrel. No, the brown squirrel's not dangerous. Or the red squirrel. There are native squirrels and they're protected. And if you find one, you're meant to make sure it's nice and safe and doesn't get hurt. And it's a grey squirrels that are the bad ones. Yeah. In Britain, those are native squirrels. Yeah. Because a grey squirrel, I don't think is a native one. We do have a few dangerous animals, but not that many. Like if you're in North America or something, hiking there can be quite dangerous because you've got things like cougars and mountain lions and bears and stuff like that, and coyotes and raccoons. There's a lot of dangers there. In Britain, you're most likely just to run into a deer, which it can be pretty dangerous, to be honest. Oh, the reason I've been yapping so much is just because I spent too long drawing for grot and for this little boombox going boom, 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 do 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 do, and he's dancing. So you need to look at him. You need to look at him and be like, oh my gosh, isn't that the most amazing drawing ever? Because yes, of course it is. Also, do you want to see something really, really fun? What? What? Oh my gosh, this wasn't the fun thing I wanted to show you. But look! Ultramarines! New upgrades to Ultramarines. Look, everyone, all of the different chapters have been saying, you know what we need? Better upgrades, brews. Like as good as what for Ultramarines. Ultramarines got a new upgrades, boo. You'll be like, everyone needs a good upgrades, boo. Ultramarines got it. Oh my gosh, Ultramarines have a new combat patrol as well. It's got Tigerius. How good is this combat patrol? That's a pretty good combat patrol. In terms of value. That's like 40 quid. That's like 40 quid. That's like 40 quid. That's like 20 quid. That's a pretty good combat patrol. Being an Ultramarine film must feel great, yeah. Despite it can be fake too, but feel quite rare in the UK now. Yeah. They are there. Yeah, Blackadders are the more dangerous thing, aren't they? It's like being the favourite child. It is like being the favourite child, you're correct. So what do you get? You get some Blade Guard veterans, which I don't think Tigerius can join. I might be wrong there. I don't think Tigerius can join any unit in this combat patrol, actually. You get some Reavers. They seem to have a new Ultramarine part. Do they have a new Ultramarine part? Looks like it. Yeah, they have these new ones. Yeah, for upgrades. Yeah, so this is a pretty decently priced combat patrol in terms of like how much is in it. Like, compare it to the Krieg one. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I'm quite sad for White Scars are your favourite. For White Scars, they've still not released a Combat Patrol, a new character. I'm sad about that. 5 intercessors. 5 intercessors. Oh yeah, those are intercessors at the back. 5 Reavers. Reavers are pretty. I like Reavers. It might not be, what's it called, meta at all, but I like them. 3 aggressors. This is actually a really good start to an army. It gives you a really diverse set of units. Tigerius can join for intercessors. I know that much. Blade Guard are really good melee unit. They're a really good melee unit. And they can pump out a lot of damage. The other day I was testing out some lists and stuff. And 6 of these dudes here shot into 20 Khorne Berserkers. And they just killed so many of them. It was insane. And then I was like, I rolled less than average. They're so good. Oh, I love them. I know people like doing the flame ones, but I love the frag and the how they're set up here. Is that a new Tigerian? No, that's an existing one. We used this model for my chaplain. If you remember the chaplain we were painting up with the 20 other models, that's this Tigerius model. Just converted up. But let's check. So for 5 intercessors, they're 20 quid. 5 Reavers, they're about 20 quid. Upgrade sprue is going to be a similar price to a current one. I'm going to guess about 20 quid as well. These guys 37 quid, so that 97 quid plus 3 Weaver Squad, yeah, 40 quid. 3 aggressors 37 quid plus Primaris, not Primaris Librarian, Tigerius himself 74 plus 40, 114. Wait, let's check. 74, 114, 134 of upgrade sprue plus Tigerius, however much he is. Various 28. Yeah, it's about 150 something. I don't know how much an upgrade sprue is. It could be 18 quid, it could be 24 quid. I'm guessing it's somewhere between those two prices based on other upgrade sprues. Such as the Black Templar one currently is probably sold out, so it's at the bottom. £21.50 for the Black Templar one. Whereas like the White Scar upgrade sprue isn't as good and it's only £18, but it's nowhere near as good as the Black Templar one. I don't think it's really worth it. That's handy. I almost bought this model this weekend. I can save up for that box instead. Yay! Which means I get at least 3 new models by the end of the year. Maybe. We don't know when the new Kelgar's coming out, but it's probably being pushed up. That's a cool model. He might not be on a bike, but it's a cool model. But yeah, it's a decent thing. I mean, this could be... Even if you don't play Ultramarines, this is a decent box to buy. Because it'll be £105. And if you want for Reavers, these dudes, and these dudes, it will save you money. It will save you, as I said, about 4... Actually, would it save you money? 40 quid, 74 quid, 114. Yeah, it will save you 9 quid. If you wanted everything in here, then you basically got a you can convert him into just a generic librarian, or as I did, convert him into a chaplain or something else. You could turn his staff into a banner, make him an ancient. For upgrades through, it has a bunch of cool heads in. Only a few of them are very specially ultramarine flavoured, like, but you can easily cut off the U on them. That one is definitely ultramarine chestplate. You can tell by for you on the Aquila. This sword arm and this sword arm has for you and for Gladius. Power Gladius. It would require a little bit of work just cutting around there. Just to, like, if you just remove the little prongy bots off the U, you could just turn it into a power sword. Similarly, you could just file down some of these, the cooler one of the shoulder pads to utilize. Or you could just utilize them as trophies. You'll probably save them postage as well, buying one box. Yeah! A very nice box. It's got a really diverse set of units, whether you're starting out or just expanding your army. Like, these guys can deep strike, these 5 Reavers. That's one of the things I like about them. They're also armed with power knives. So they've got AP -1 on them. They get quite a lot of attacks. All of their knives have precision, so they're really good at just taking out characters. All of their bolt pistols also have precision. And they can also disrupt an opponent's objective play by battle shocking opponents. These guys are super powerful melee units that can absolutely pump out a lot of shots as well. Twin-linked power fist should never be understated. They're also toughness 6 of 3 wounds. These guys are just really good melee dudes. And then these 5 are just really good shooty dudes who have the sticky objective ability. These guys, because we got these shields as well, are also surprisingly tough and durable. So it gives you quite a mix of units. I like it. It's a really good box. But the cool thing I wanted to show you today is every month you can visit the Warhammer store to collect a miniature and a coin for free. Well, you can collect a coin for free and a miniature for free. From October 4th, you'll be able to snack. You'll be able to grab a nice snack, put on the kettle, and settle in for a long wait before your next free mini with your new best pal, a Rattling! Look! Look at his big old feet! It's a Rattling! Hi, Severin! Hi, Dano Fate! Hello, everybody! Hi, Mississippi Redcorn! Can't remember which ones I said hello to already, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and then we've got the thing of... there's a pick and mix of paints, so if you choose any 10 paints, you get the most expensive one free, which is pretty fun. It actually makes it really worthwhile to buy paints from Games Workshop if you're buying a bunch at once. Or from Warhammer. Because the paints aren't always cheaper, and when they are, they're not that much cheaper from other shops. And then here's the collectible coin, which I actually like this coin. It's got the Thunder Hammer on it, and it's got the hammer that you see Priests of Sigmar have. It's pretty nice. Mr. Big Feet, bet it would be more popular if he was a she. Well, how do you know he's not a she? You can also get involved with a Battle Honours program, which rewards for diving into a series of fun activities, so in key areas of a hobby. What? Oh, and for every store celebrates its anniversary each year with fun activities. Oh. And there's Warhammer Day coming up, which is... Oh, the new models are coming out. Look at these guys. Oh, look at them. They're so cool. But look, Rattling! I'm actually really want to get that model. I just want a random Rattling. Oh, look, White Scars versus some Dark Elder who are very surprised at the fair. But yeah. Okay, we're like half an hour into the stream and we've not even looked at the game yet, so... I'll start getting the game open. Oh, but yeah. I'm really... Can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, that's a cool combat patrol for. If you're an Ultramarine fan, it's a really good value combat patrol. If you're just a general Space Marine fan, you still get a savings on it. Sorry, I'm out of cola. I'm trying to cut back on cola again. I've decided I need to get back and really focused onto being really healthy again, or trying to be actively healthy. Wake up at a decent time, force myself to be up, get some exercises done, don't drink more than 2 cans of cola a day, have some glucose tablets and I'm feeling low energy instead. Yeah. Hello, Slendy. And my parents keep buying stuff and I'm like, I've had to keep eating it because I'm like, well, someone needs to eat this stuff. And then they just keep buying more. I'm like, no, stop, please. For Emperor knows. For Emperor knows. But hello, Slendy. Oh, yeah, look at all these errors. Don't worry about it. I kind of want to get rid of a dual weapons mod, but I just can't because every time I try to, it breaks everything. Who are you? I'm Cupcake Conjuror in both name and profession. Oh gosh, everything's broken. There we go. It's fixed. Da, 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 da. Harvest. Harvest, 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 harvest. I didn't realise that was one. Bam, ba, 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 da, ba, da. The more you buy because you eat it. Yeah, but then they also buy it when I'm not eating it. So then I feel bad. Okay, how is the thing coming along? First things first, here's the pollution. We're trying to get rid of pollution so it's no longer inside our freezer. And so it's not in our quarry. So that way we can actually get our quarry workers working for quarry. We don't care about getting out of a prison. I've told them to put some barbed wire on the bridge just so that it will slow people down as they're coming in across the bridge. We're currently digging up some trees or cutting up some trees. Oh, look. Steel. We got lots of steel also over here, so that's not too bad. We've been telling them to replace the walls here with stone, and I'll probably tell them to replace the floor there with stone. I think I'll tell them to replace all the floors with stone, so that way fires are less likely to spread. Because we've roofed up the area, fires shouldn't spread between buildings too easily. But we have turned certain buildings into stone. I do like the look of the logs, though, so I want to keep the log huts appearance. I'm also thinking eventually we might want to replace all of these shelves with metal ones. Isn't concrete cheaper than stone? Yeah, but it requires steel. We could do, but it's also not... people don't like the look of it. And if we want our grots living in, you know, a pigsty, then I guess we can create concrete floor. Also, stone is a more infinite resource. Oh yeah, I've got these power cables I can build. Where you can like bring cables across. It's a bit useless inside here. I think I could do wall connectors though. Okay, no I can't. Looks like I can't power pole. Oh no, I can do it there. Why can't I do it here? I don't know. Right, there's a way to do wires over land in a way. Broken asphalt. Old, broken, apart asphalt found in the form of an ancient highway. Lawn plot, grass plots, fine wooden floors, morbid slabs.
Right now.
Hi, K-Trax. Hey, focus on your lessons if you're in class. Hex tile. Asphalt. Wooden pocket. Oh, we broke. What do you mean we broke? 395 steel. Lots of steel here. It's just like we don't have lots of a lot of areas where you'd normally find steel in the mountains. Instead gets replaced by things like ceramite and stuff. Oh, there's steel all the way down here. Oh, there's a bunch of steel here too. Let's turn off a pollution map. What else is going on? Oh yeah, we got a quest. Covert structure examination. There's a component mining site as well we can read. An ancient complex cache. A work site for plain leather. Oh yeah, that was like really far away. I didn't want to go after that one. Paper ball is too primitive. Make paper plain. 460 silver. We can afford a small fridge. Yeah. No, don't throw a paper plane at the teacher. No, focus. Doomgragger, top cheese of the careless corruptors of the ages, has discovered an ancient complex a long distance away. It believes it contains information about the relic known as John Warhammer. Doomgragger can't spare people to look into it, but hopes you can help by supplying exactly 5 colonists to carry out the investigation. The complex contains unknown threats and is also being sought out by Doomgragger's enemies. Megre, 589th Legio. It will send a shuttle to pick up your colonists, bring them to the complex and take them home afterwards. They'll be fed and tended to en route. Once you have landed, you must hack the terminals of the complex within 3 days.
That's a lot of Legio. Zoinks.
Yes. Thankfully, it's only one of those 5. It's only the 589th one. It's not the 588 that preceded it. We can look at the factions. The 589th Legio. Legio. Black Legion. God Governors. Yeah. I don't see from here. I'm guessing it's just... Oh, no, here they are. Oh, they are tech priests, it looks like. Adeptus Mechanicus. Oh. Yeah, there's lots of people here. Don't worry about it. Hi, Tony. Hi, John. How you doing? We got skeletons in cages, and we got a couple of these sandstone stills. So what is this quest? How are things going now? We do have 5 colonists to send out. How is that boy doing? He's doing okay-ish. Oh gosh, he's still on smoke leaf. They're doing okay-ish. We can send that boy with a gun. Cooker, I guess. Mexa might be need useful there because he has 12 intellectual. Guess we could send Nomsa as well, who is relatively okay. No, I think we need to leave Nomsa here because he can do some... Oh, Mexa finally got up to 2 medicine. Nomsa will be best left here so we can at least have 1 medicine person back at base. And he's relatively decent. Melee stats. Goblin the Goblin will probably be good to send with them to fight alongside Daka Boy. Passion Fruit is probably best staying here, just working his passions. The biggest is really good at melee, so it might be useful there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe we just send... Oh gosh, we don't have really anyone else who's good at anything to send. Face Nod. Face Hod, sorry. It's like a normal raid, but you will hack a terminal. Yeah. It says 5 people, so it sounds like there'll be quite a big danger there, or quite a big threat. Looks like we'd also take quite a bit of food. Does it say at least 5 or up to 5? Exactly 5 colonists. Okay, exactly 5. Okay, yes, we need to leave, I guess, Cooker and Passionfoot and Nomsa. The rest can go. Should we accept it right away? You know what? Let's accept it right away. Oh gosh, how do I like take food and stuff with me? Well, I'm gonna have to tell them to like be drafted. How do I tell them just to pick up or carry some food? Pick up herbal medicine. Oh, it doesn't want to pick it up. Yeah, if they only consume, won't pick up. Okay, I guess I can tell Mexa to pick up some medicine anyway. Where do we keep the medicine? pick up medicine? 3. Okay. Then Bobbling the Goblin. And Faceod. I feel like any ranged weapons I can tell you to pick up. Gosh, you have like, all you have is a scythe. Over here we got the Persona Hammond, Pulse Pistol, Ray Curve Bow. How good is a oh gosh. How good is a recurve bow? Damage 17, armor penetration 26. Pulse pistol, damage 15, armor penetration 48. You know what? Equip pulse pistol as a sidearm. Yeah, how do we tell them to pick up meals? This would be really nice if he could pick up, you know, some food to take with them. Required 5 boys. Wait, 5 boys. I've got 5 grots. Does that count? Okay, what are you carrying with you? You're not carrying... None of them are carrying any meals on them. You've got some kibble, I guess. No, I don't want you to consume. I want you to pick up. Okay. Whatever, I just have to send Telemar to get into the shuttle then. Well, this is dangerous. Are we going to lose an entire colony in one go? Maybe. Maybe. But we got Nomsa over here. He's the best grot. He's the best grot. He's definitely a grot. I mean, look at him. Where does it say he's a grot? Yeah, he's a scrapper mech. He hates everybody. Oh no, we've all gone. We've all left. What does the world look like? Oh yeah, let's look at the Hive World. I wish there was like a butcher when we're in the world. Just to see what the pollution is like. I just want to see it all just turn red. Yeah, it's a Hive World. It takes a while to generate. Oh, no. Don't forget to like the stream. Otherwise, that woman on the screen who looks like she'll be an elf. Oh, look! The Imperial Shuttle is on its way somewhere. Is it to this ancient complex? It is. Look at our, look at this world. Oh my goodness. Generating map for new encounter. Oh. Okay. Let's look what's going on. Where's our dudes? The landing. Looks like the complex is somewhere over here. Actually, honestly, I should probably move like that. I don't know if there's got to be any enemies on the map. Where's Stacker Boy? I thought that was an enemy then. Okay, I don't know if anyone's coming out. Okay, ancient terminal. Let's send Mexa to prioritize hacking terminal. Let's send for other 3 inside, I guess. Claim. What's that? Ancient crates. Do you think the ancient crates will have anything in it? Ooh. That seems nifty. What's that? Just dirt, it looks like. Just some shelves. More terminals. Hack progress out of 84. Mexa's hacking speed is 82%. That's not bad. To uranium. No, get out of there! It's dangerous. It's full of uranium. Okay, another crate to open. Extract skull. Claim. Claim. Oh, this is scary. That's almost finished. Get out of there! Well, at least limestone doesn't burn, right? I'm hoping. I was hoping these things would have, like, stuff inside them. Okay, it's got nothing in it. Yeah, I'm assuming that fire's not gonna spread. Let it just do whatever it's doing. Everything else will burn though, including the... What was the floor made out of? Concrete. No, concrete doesn't burn, does it? I think I got a mod that stops metal burning. Shelves, ancient equipment blocks. Oh no, get out of there! That's way too hot. Terminal hacked 1 out of 3. Oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot they had malaria. Ugh. Wait, can I tell them to sleep in the bed? That's not a bed, is it? Mexa, can I actually tell you to treat for biggest? Nobody else I think is going to be good at hacking. I'm currently taking to one of the hosts of a tournament to see where he will stream for tournament. I forgot Vader Malaya zoned out and heard that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Malaria is fine. I think they already developed an immunity to it. Yeah. Wait. Okay, we're not in for polluted area. That's good. Can I tell them to, like, pick up plasteel? Yes, I can. Prioritize hacking. Facehod is going to bed. So is Daka Boy. Pick it all up. I'll pick up as much as she can. Oh no, something's happening. Right, no. Okay, nothing's happening there. Sad that we lost all those beds. At least this burn got tended to. You did have medicine on you, right? Have I told you to pick up a bunch of medicine? How warm is it in there? 390. Oh gosh, yeah, that's warm. Mexa's almost beaten for thing. That needs to be beaten for hack terminal. Terminal hacked. Okay, prioritize hacking that one. Hello, Dr. Smilex. How you doing? We're doing well. But the biggest got burnt when he went into a superheated room. It's now only 200 degrees Celsius. Don't worry about it. What is that? Ancient enemy terminal. Hack to call nearby enemies. I don't know if I want to do that. The biggest... At least steal some uranium. And plasteel. Okay, Mexa's doing pretty well with this last terminal. You've discovered secret information. Get back to the shuttle and launch it. Okay, everybody get drafted. Wait, where are you? Draft. Draft. Wait, can I tell all 4 of them to, like, get to the shuttle? Yeah, there we go. All 5 of them, sorry. I don't care too much about trying to get into there, but it's still ridiculously warm. It's not like we need materials and stuff. Actually, the biggest, since you're already burnt, it's not going to be too bad. Right. Can I tell people to get out of the shuttle now? Yeah, I can tell them to unload. A joy wire. A brain implant that stimulates joy. Or boosts a user's mood. Or makes it hard to concentrate. You know what? Pick it up. Then get in the shuttle. Yeah! We's be gobbos, yeah! And we just got a joy wire. I don't know how much it's worth, but I imagine it's worth a lot. Oh, it's only worth 220 or something. Yeah. Yeah, 220, there we go. Doesn't sound very useful for us. Badonk! We're on the way back. Nomsus picking up some steel. Cuckus flattening the floor out. Oh, look at all these ancient mechanoid things. Oh! Oh, so close! So close with that bomb! Oh, is everyone back? Everyone's back! Nice! Our biggest. Removing squiggle off her pants. Are you going to put on like some other pants though? No, you didn't. You didn't put on any pants. Why don't they just automatically put on trousers? Like, they should just, like, there's plenty of trousers and stuff in here. I don't think they want to wear them though, because there's like, I think this is technically tainted or something. Yeah, teeth are tainted. Still, it's cool. Why you pants, you big MacGuffin? How much limestone do we actually have right now? 23. Oh no, it's marble. We have no limestone. Well, someone better get to work on that. The funny thing is that, by the way, that I'm not trying to get the star, you're helping others. Oh, I instead you were close to helping others. You should really get to bed rest, you guys. Oh, we got a turkey. Nice. I told him to go hunting some of the turkeys and stuff. I wonder if that boy can beat a mega sloth. Scavenging apparel. Oh yeah, I told them to scavenge anything that's like below a certain quality. But since this mega sloth's on our territory, quest completed. Yeah. The John Warhammer is in an ancient complex renovated by Orgrots. If you could collect it, you could build a great reliquary to make Rot happy, attract wealthy pilgrims, and bring more people to the Marconomic Messiah. First, you need to find the John Warhammer. Oh, we need to find 5 info. Okay. We need to do 5 more missions like that. Once that boy's finished doing that, we'll draft him and shoot that mega sloth. We fight better in the dark. That's why I moved. Oh yeah, I moved all the lights from the outside here so that we'll fight better. Mother, attack it to death. Yeah, go, 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 go. Yeah, bolt guns are great. Like boy. Yeah, I told him to stop dual wielding weapons, and he's become way more accurate since he stopped dual wielding. I'm like, okay, maybe dual wielding weapons isn't always the best idea. Actually prioritize hauling mega sloth. When this is like making stuff from organics, can I just make sure details that it's not using meat? Yeah, it's not good. Okay, good. Wow! Look at that's a lot of mega sloth meat now. Oh yeah. We're gonna have so many fancy meals. I've also told Mexa to research survival meals so we can actually start having proper survival meals so when we're doing our raids. How's the pollution doing? I should have taken some pollution with us to dump it for toxic waste bags. Although I don't think anyone could have really carried them properly. How much wood do we have? 488, not a great deal. That boy is our main crafter of stone blocks, but I think Facehod can also do it. Oh my gosh, it always looks so silly when they're doing that with the mega sloths. I should probably turn the butcher room into like a sterile room once I can. Or something. Grand meditation throne. Oh, I've got gold! I could make it! Wait. Ideology. Ideology. Here we go. Reliquary. Oh, we can build it. We got gold. Styling station. Should I build a styling station? So people can change the look? Where would they want a styling station? Where do you even... Oh yeah, we should change this into a stone room, I think. So that it doesn't all get burnt up. Our storage room. I've also told them to build or make studded armor. Everyone's asleep now, or most everyone is anyway. Pollution is working away. Okay, we should probably send... Oh gosh, where is our home? There it is. We should probably send a raid over to here to get these components. We usually like to send Daka Boy and Nosma together, but I'm thinking about sending Boblin for Goblin with them. Just because... last time it did not go very well, if I'm entirely honest. Oh, Muffalo 1's pregnant. Let's not take Muffalo 1. Let's take Muffalo 3 and Briarmare, obviously. Items, travel supplies. Let's take 50 kibble in total. Let's take... we'll take 4 fine. We'll take the survival meals, 3 of them. What's that made with? Mega sloth meat. Yeah, I'll take 4 of them. And then I think 100 of them and 100 berries. Yeet. And we want for 4 medicine. We want... oh wait, where's our bedrolls? Why do we only have 1 bedroll currently? Cancel. We have a oh, people haven't... it should be in storage. Like, you got a limestone table here. That is in storage. Where are our bedrolls? Wait, what happened to our second bedroll? I've only got 1. I've only got 1. Oh, we're gonna have to make another bedroll now. Oh, is that a... no. That's that. Okay, Bill. Add Bill. Make... bedroll. We need like a search function for this. This is very tiny writing. I was over here where I would find make bedroll. Where do we even... where would it be? Would it be over here? Make bedroll? No. No, obviously not. It has to be over Taylor bench, right? Oh, no, no, you don't make bedroll. It's an architect thing, isn't it? Furniture. Make bedroll. Muffalo wool. We'll make 2 more. I think we can take the table with us. And the biggest... prioritize making them. After you finish your meditating. Because that work component work camp's not going to stay around forever. Well, I've stayed around for a while. We've also got another complex to go and check out. Who else does basic crafting? Passionfoot does basic crafting, but Hiccup, he also does tailoring, smithing, plant cutting and plant growing, handling of animals, being a warden. Jackaboy does crafting, tailoring, smithing, and Boblin the Goblin can do crafting. Our fuel is keeping up. Our bill for the fuel is... Oh gosh, we're not keeping up with the fuel bill though. Okay, uninstall, uninstall. Oh, look at the baby muffalos. Chunks of spacecraft landed nearby. I guess that's far away. Face hod. Prioritize hauling these two things. I've got loads of skulls as well. What do we even want to do with the skulls? Like, I've got the butcher room set up with loads of skulls. I've got the war bosses room set up with loads of skulls. And this random structure we found. This random piece of art we bought, sorry. Carving represents a palm tree, freedom with death. The image contrasts the first with Kamadari. Oh gosh, psychic drill, no. I feel anxiety and anger, no! And then our shrine room obviously is full of skulls. I put a bunch of skulls around the prisoners area. We got no prisoners to put in the prisoner area. That boy's making us some good old fruity fruit. Not fruity fruit, chemical juice. Fuel! That's a word. How is everything doing? These are mostly staying fueled. It's pretty efficient actually, the fuel for the chem powered generators. We could make toxic fuel generators and just dump the toxic fuel on top of others. Do, 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 do. Okay, that boy is almost finished building. Oh gosh, that's a lot of berries he's using. Were you using all our tasty strawberries or that? I guess that's fine. We're done a 70. What are you going off to do now? We're finding fuel. Okay, we should be now fine to go over here. Send a caravan. Except send Nosma, send Daka Boy, send Facehod, send Muffalo 6, send Briarmare, send travel supplies of 50 kibble, send all the survival meals and 4 fine meals. 100 archoid fungus and 100 berries. And why is that? Oh no, we got the beds there. Okay, can we also take a table because I want to see. Hello, bats. How you doing? Incubi helmet, Archon helmet. Where's the toxic waste packs? I want to take the toxic waste packs to dump them. And there's a table. Yeah, I want to see if taking a table with them will mean that they'll eat at a table. Rat's dead. Why do we have a rat in storage? We shouldn't have a rat in storage. Talan's okay, right? Along with a cooler, I need to check that now. Okay, assign. Nosma is going down to fine meals. That boy is down to fine meals and Facehod down to fine, so they can eat the stuff. On lavish meals, you don't eat survival meals. So that it's just so that we can save a survival meals so when we need them. Animals. Yeah, Talan and Cooler Talan are both around. Why do we have a dead rat in storage? I know we got dead rats over here, but none of them are allowed. Because rats are venerated, so if they either eat them, they're going to be very unhappy. We don't have any rats in here. Why can't we take a dead rat? That's so weird, because it's not in storage. It's not on the storage hook there. It says it's not rotting, so it must be frozen. It's pretty warm outside. Are people having issues sleeping in the heat? Oh, they are. There we go, we can get the cooler set up again. You know, I should probably figure out how to move these coolers. How to get vents and stuff set up for them. Do 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 do. Okay, how is wood doing? We don't have a lot of wood. We should probably tell them to. Just cut down any trees in a nice area. Nice. That should bring in a decent supply of wood. I was wondering why was the muffalo out then and forgot. It's like, yeah, we're building a caravan. Oh, it's setting up a caravan. Oh no, I didn't want Facehod in for caravan. Why did I send him? Well, you know what? Bobbling the Goblin's gonna be here to defend us as shooting capabilities. Very, very bad. Actually, no, he's getting better at shooting. Facehod can just be there as a distraction, I guess. Oh no. Oh, how was my sleep? I slept really well, sorry. It took me a while to get to sleep, but then I decided I'm going to just sleep without having any alarms on. I woke up like a few minutes after my last alarm should have gone off. I felt actually really refreshed. I still struggled with being groggy and achy for the morning, but I've actually been able to be productive today and stuff. We need to like set up as well a good defensive position. I'm thinking about putting barbed wire on the other side of the riverbank. Just like loads of barbed wire. And moving all of the foliage and stuff. Putting down a bunch of concrete. Then just walling off this entire area. So then the enemy will have to come across the river, and I'll put the barricades up all across the edge of the river. Have this bridge set up, but then have a wall here and a wall here with doors, so that we can safely get from one side to the other, but then anyone trying to attack us, we can just shoot them to pieces. They won't actually come across this way. They would try to come across this way, maybe. Our main location would be like this side. But they'll move really slowly across there. I don't know why they go that way, when clearly they would be going this direction. Sometimes if they leave a map, it just doesn't make sense. And I can see they're about to leave. But that boy's got Briar Mare. Do 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 do. We got this bill over here of make limestone blocks. We got plenty of limestone chunks here. Okay, they're cooking up food. How much do we actually have in terms of meals and food at the moment? We've got 155 meat in, 21 5 meals, 77 simple meals. What's Mexa doing? I'm gonna make it so he's gonna focus mostly on research. We should get some survival meals focused. You've been doing tea heresy. What do you mean tea heresy? You've not been spilling tea into the harbour, have you? Because that's the biggest tea heresy you can do. Do 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 do. Why don't you like cooked fungus? Big meanie. You wish your plants you were eating were fungus, but you hate fungus. Oh, it's hilarious. No, that is not fat, but it just no, it's not fun. You crazy eggs. It's funny, as soon as you send people out, they go from like nocturnal to sleeping at normal times. Nothing interesting is happening at the moment. Cutco and Passionfoot have a lot on the plate. They're mostly trying to just keep up with chem fuel at the moment, it looks like. Okay, the passive coolers seem to be all working again, so people shouldn't be sleeping in the heat. How's this thing working? Slowly depolluting everything. Ooh. Oh, hunting works like that's actually really close as well. It's got a whole load of leather and pemmican there. Not for most rough. I want to do the ancient complex here. It'll be actually a relatively decent journey to get there, I believe. Oh gosh, look out for water. Water jiggle physics. Psychic drones ended. Nice. I now put my Welch's fruit snack into it. And I like spooning up the melted fruit snacks. That sounds okay, I guess. Not the craziest thing I've ever heard. And I don't really drink tea personally, so... We're almost here. Hello, Mercury. How you doing? Been listening to good musics again? I've been listening to In 5 Years' Time. Do 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 5. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I've just been listening to it and Punk Rocker and a bunch of other songs. I can't remember what they're called though. I've been listening to Cell Dweller again because a song popped up that was like in XGRA, a video game I love. And I was like, oh my gosh, I know this song. And then it turns out it's by a band called Cell Dweller. Turns out I don't like most of the music, but still. Okay, just let's set up a pitching spot. I think they're called Cell Dweller. As usual, you've been listening to Pizza Gun Theme, For Love of Money, and Shaft Theme. You like For Love of Money? Song, it sounds like. Okay, where's the enemy? There's two of them. One of them's got a knife. He's got a knife! He's got a nose! Okay. What I'm thinking is, since none of them have guns, we can just set up like here. Don't you have like your pistol? You do. In 5 years' time. Do 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 do. Okay, I think we need to get a bit closer than that. Looks like there's only two of them still. Torch and a knife. Neither are really big threat to us. Okay, still not close enough to just get a shot in on of them. Okay, get ready. Shoot them! Oh yeah, good shot. What happened to them there? So single shot landed in on them. The bolt gun cracked the left clavicle, shredded the left shoulder. Ooh, that's a painful wound. Shredded the left leg. And they've got a wooden hand. Oof. Oh gosh, we got some good shots in there. Shredded his right leg. Okay, so he slowed them down and shredded the torso. The next person really badly hurt now. We're not hitting very well. No, fall back! Strip Panther.
Remember to lick the stream. Every lick is more snotlings for the pen.
Okay, can you like tend to Daka Boy? How badly did Daka Boy get hit? Oh, he just got bruised. Okay, that's good. Remember to like the stream, yeah! Also, hi, Celtic Erland. And hello, Blade Wind! We do have proper medicine, but... extract skull. Extract skull. Allow pemmican. Allow components. Claim. Claim. Oh, what the heck's in there? They got pigtails. 0.93% tend quality. Okay, I don't think you need to be tended to. Okay, fair from the Black Legion. Oh my gosh, I got a nuclear stomach. Can I steal them, please? I want to steal their stuff they've got going on. We've got nothing interesting on them. Oh, why can't I steal the bionic softener for deceased? Reform ide. Oh, we can reform the ideology. We'll reform the caravan first. Items. Dump the toxic waste packs. Components. Take the components. Keep the limestone table. Marble chunk. Sandstone pickaxe. We're taking that. Okay, bunch of masks and stuff. Anything of these worthwhile. That cloth cloak's worth something. There's nothing really worth it here. My uranium giblet cage is worth a lot. Nah, I don't really care for anything else that's here. And take the pemmican, I guess. I wanted to prime today, but it rained again. Rained every day for a month or more. Oh no. Yeah, priming is not always easy. When I was priming my Mastodon tanks, it was a relatively warmish day as long as you were in the sun. But when I was in my garage, it was cold enough still where it had some priming issues. But I just think it looks like battle damage. Also, I want to check with their needs now. 8 fine meal. Okay, it doesn't say for 8 without a table. So I'm assuming that if you tell... Yeah. Looks like they... When they go out... They don't have an issue with eating a fine meal. Without a table, because they have a table in their stuff they're carrying. Okay, we can reform my ideology. I did manage to prime 5 assault intercessors in black before the rain. I plan to also try Cenithal priming with grey once I get grey primer. Yeah, I'm debating at the moment whether to go with a light grey prime for my art, or to go with a brown prime for them. I say brown, it's kind of a yellowish brown, which I need to paint the two innards I've got just to see how it looks of them. I think it should be good. It's just like make it quicker to paint them. Because I'm thinking if I spray them with a brown thing first, and then I can dry brush over like a light yellowish colour. Then just contrast paint the correct colours over the correct areas. Then just dry brush over like the green and whatever, add shades. But I don't know. Okay, so reform ideology. We click here. Oh, we can reform. What do we want to do? Because we know that we wanted to reform it last time so that they'd be happy to eat fungus. Eclipse is beautiful. But what do we want to do this time? Can we make them techist? Choose one, change structure, add or remove mem, change styles. I want to add a mem. I want to add... because with the copper heads, they're meant to be mechanical grots, we want bionics and stuff. So I want to go... I think we need to add that in. Yeah. Confirm. Actually, I'm just going to save the game before we do anything. Because I know that I'm likely to accidentally do something stupid. Okay, add or remove mem. I want to add transhumanist. Confirm. So this will make us want to do biosculpting and stuff. You also listen to 9 acid jazz. I've never heard of acid jazz. The GW spray stick is really handy. Oh, and I don't know what the spray stick is. You won't be here for long. Goodbye. I hope you had a good rest. I hope you had a good time here, and I hope you have a good rest. Yeet. What do we want? Loyalist, supremacist, xenophobe. Yeah, I think it's this one. We want this one. Next. Competitive darkness preferred. Lighting dark preferred. Raiding respected. Research fast. Very fast. Yeah. Body modifying. Approved. Cannibalism accepted. Preferred. Blindness. Marriage name. I think we need to add a new role in now. Research specialist. Requirements must be must have intellectual 6 plus 70% research speed plus 70% hacking. Disables handle, cook, grow, mine, plant, haul, clean, fish, quarry. I guess that's fine. We got Mexa. Mexa. Remove. The mechiest mech. Brain boy. The brain
Mother,
boy.
am I still alive? Am I the strongest squig?
No, you're not a squig. You're a snotling. You're not really the strongest, but you are still alive. The Finky mech. The Finky mech boy. It's another ritual we can do now. Sky Lantern, social festival, funeral, dance party, Christmas tree party. Organ use, accessible, male clothing. We already have body modification. Yeah, there we go. Any other building would get honored Imperial. No. We got our relics. We got our venerated animals. Okay, I think this is done. I don't think you're a squig. I think you're a snotling. Animals, yeah, it's Flamita who is a squig. It's Chaotic Girl and your little snotling here. Look, you need, you could do with some food and you could do with some sleeping. But you got plenty of food if you want to eat, honey. Tried a new game, devolved into cannibal culture. No! I'm trying to roleplay as much as we can with this one. Oh yeah, that's what we need to do. Mexa. Assign role. Yeah, Finky mech boy. Begin.
Oh, do I still a good boy?
Yeah, you're still a good boy. Where's Bob the innkeeper? This is you. You're still a good boy. Look at you. Oh, you've eaten some food recently. Oh gosh, I've got my background music on this entire time. I forgot. Sorry. I was listening to it just like going do 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 do. Someone needs to get to that toxic waste pack. Chaotic Erland, get to it. Wait, is that okay? Yeah, it's chaotic. Whose blood is that? The biggest. Oh look, Bob the innkeeper's coming to join the ceremony. Oh yeah, we've got these things over here. 96% grown. Sorry, there's your message got held for a few and didn't notice because it doesn't appear in the normal chat to read. It appears in a different one. Transport pod crash. Successful world change. Who is this? Coffee mind wipe. Gas mask. Devil strand t-shirt. Mega sloth. Bio. Vivasa. Okay, so for male colonist from the a human colonists from the Tau. That has resorted to cannibalism and become a psychopath. And the Tau tried hunting him down, it looks like. Very good person at lots of things. But you know what that means we need to do? Strip him! Strip him!
Mother, could you imagine a space marine with Tau technology?
Yes, they did exist for a little bit. What just happened? A prisoner being held by the Legio has managed to steal a radio and call you. Tail is being held at a camp near Burnt Bluetooth Bridge Town under armed guard. Rescue her and she will join your colony. She's 18-year-old shunned girl. She says that 3 turrets, 1 marked and 2 mechanicus defend the site and there may be an unknown threat. Sister of Trooper Nosma. She's a sister of Nosma. Nosma, how do you have a sister? You're a grot. That's impossible. Best skill is shooting at 8. Okay, do you think we should try saving? I do not want to have to fight a mortar and 3 turrets. That does not sound fun. Grot was adopted. No, Nosma's technically not a grot, he's a human. We just adopted him into a colony in exchange for psychic powers. He immediately knows what to do. What do we do? Do we capture him and keep him as a prisoner? Or do we just smack him in the head?
Chillish lurlish lurshishing.
I feel like we should just draft you now and it's like carry, rescue, capture. Can I tell you to melee attack here? Yeah, there we go. Extract. Allow. Yeah, let's leave him there. I'll deal with him eventually.
We painted him green, and he will be indistinguishable from Gnoble.
Yeah, I do wish. I don't know how are we gonna paint him green, but I want to paint him green. Oh gosh, the biggest is here, coming with the clothes. It's coming with the clothes. It's coming with the clothes. It's coming with the clothes. What are you even building? What are you doing? Oh, you're refueling stuff. Okay. Fair. Now, I think... Wait. Oh. You're going to eat him. Passionfoot, what are you currently doing? Prioritize hauling. Cut car. Fine. We just need to believe hard enough. He will turn green. He will turn green eventually. Yeah, just crawl through the barbed wire. It's fine. It's just fair for the defenses. Got 42 meals. How are we doing for medicine? We got 100. Oh gosh, we got no medicine left. No actual medicine anyway. Other than what's in the caravan. We're gonna need you to like get onto that. He's gonna watch television. Oh!
What are you playing?
It's gone. We're playing RimWorld. Hello. Hello, French puff. What's everyone doing? Why is no one like coming down here to haul clothing? No, 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 no. Can you like come down to here to haul this stuff? You're wearing cloth pants. Now you're consuming a fine meal. Okay, I guess that's fine. Okay. Got more toxic waste packs there. Now things aren't going too badly for our little colony of rots. I'm gonna lean back. Oh. Once you've hauled that, can you focus on hauling that? Yeah. What's Mexa doing currently? He's researching. What's our current research speed? It's got to be absolutely insane. Work speed factor 80. I need to know. Psi focus, resistance, health. Leather, resistance, food, combat, social, work, medical, construction, reading speed, 41%, repair,
Can you name
success.
one of your oaks? Snobbington.
Snobbington, maybe. Drug synthesis speed 150. Okay, why are you so good at that? Hacking speed 150%. That's good. Repair success chance 100%. Nice. Hacking stealth 230. Research speed's 350%. Oh my goodness. He's the brainiest grot who ever lived. What's he got? He's got tech savvy plus 20%, base value 100%, tech savvy plus 20%, ideology 150%, I think he mech boy plus 70%, global worst speed times 84% because we got, so that means it's lowered. Intellectual 12 times that by 148%. Manipulation is 100%, so that's fine. Sight 100%, so that's just normal. Final value 350%. He is a god. Let's compare this to Cooker if Cooker wanted to research what he can't cut. He can't research, sorry. How happy is Mech? He's pretty happy. Look at all these bonuses. Burning passion for his work. Moderate expectations. Extremely comfortable. Satisfied. He's Branry's master. He's got a very impressive dining room. Very impressive rec room for both the same room. 8 to fine meal. Dark light. 8 cooked fungus. Mech style surrounding. Venerated squig. We just did a conquest. Maybe it's only when we come back that it's considered successful. No artificial enhancement. Rowdy, yeah. We need to get artificial enhancements out and about. Oh wait, people aren't carrying stuff with them still, are they? Yeah, it looks like people put stuff down. Where's our joy wire veritas?
No girls allowed.
A guardian. A small pod that protects a single gargantuan seed. What's a guardian tree? A large, distinctive-looking tree with a unique life cycle. Each guardian tree contains a small, non-conscious dryad queen. The queen births creatures called dryads, which guard and tend the tree in exchange. The tree nurtures its protectors by feeding them directly. From the outside, it appears the dryads are created by the tree directly and act as part of it. It's possible for a person to form a connection with the guardian tree and partially control the dryads it produces. Destroy this heresy! No! I don't think this feels very grot-like to me. Cut it! Cut it down! Ah, I'm big. But why am I flying? Why am I flying? I'm a big old chibi and I'm flying. I thought I fixed this so I wouldn't be flying. Yay! There we go. Yeah, survival. Oh, yeah, we got survival meals. Okay, research.
It's a bird, it's a plank, no, it's cupcake.
It's a bird, it's a plank, no, it's just a cupcake. No, 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 no. It's just a cupcake. No, 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 no. The only cupcake. Oh, we can't get toxified generators. We need to research them. Renewable energy. We don't need renewable energy. Semiconductors, solar panels, auto doors. Okay, we need like, where's the cycle? We got medicinal herbs. This one, which should give us psychite refining. Wake up, go to... Oh gosh, loads of stuff here. Medicine production. Okay, we need to get to drug... We need this one. So we can get this one. And we need sterile materials. Okay. Ooh, biogel. But anyway, let's start getting medicine unlocked. Yeah, we destroyed the tree. Before it could spawn those evil dryads. Oh, 96% grown for the cocoons. Thanks for the head pats, by the way. Where are they? On the way. Okay, what I'm thinking, because I need a bathroom break. I need to go to a little cupcake room, sorry. I'm thinking I'm just going to pause the game here. And we'll do a little exercise screen. We'll take this. I need to go back to doing a little exercise breaks. Because being sedentary is bad. We'll just take a little exercise break here. Don't forget to like the stream if you're not liked it already. Why is the timer not popped up? There it is. The other lady. The other lady's me. My original form. Oh my goodness. Have you not seen my original form? There we go. Give me a one. You know, I'll show you something. Show you something cool. Wah, 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 wah. Go over here. Go there. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, this is a model I made personally. Yeah. Yeah, and then someone made fan art of, I was like speaking with a code and people were saying I sound like a boss lady. So someone, Nico, made art of it and then I commissioned him to make that model based on that art. And he was colourblind, so he thought I was green and purple. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the original model. And I might have a V2 of this model that has been delayed, being debuted a bit too often. What disappear now? Oh my gosh, this model is actually like in my PC. Oh no, that's not good. We don't want that to happen. Oh no. Get back. But yeah, if I kind of delayed the V2 debut quite a bit for various reasons, mostly just me being ill, having some various IRL issues, and then being ill again, then having more IRL issues. Game boss. Yeah. Yeah, you've not seen it because that's my V2. I've not debuted it properly yet. I want to. I've been working a lot to... Also, there's been a lot of stuff I've commissioned for it, and then it's just like waiting for the commissions to come through. I think the more I delay it, the more like I need to make the debut bigger and better and everything else. So then the more work I want to do for it, which only delays it further, and it's just like this horrible cycle in the end. Well, we're going to get back to it. Tuesday, I should have actually the last assets that I've ordered should finally come through. I don't need them for the debut, but I've decided I want them. I was also going to make a cover song that was going to come out at the same time as the debut, but I decided against that in the end. Our caravan has returned. Does that mean that we've got the recent conquest now? What do you mean no recent conquest? We just conquered somewhere. We literally just raided somewhere. I don't understand these guys sometimes. But our boys have returned. We need that boy to heal up before we can send them on the way again. Goblin the goblin. What was that red on you? Oh, you got a Devil Strand t-shirt on, that's why. Hi, Kill. I'd love to hear you sing again, maybe even live someday. I randomly sing on stream, randomly, without knowing the lyrics to the songs. That's singing, right? I could do beatboxing and stuff at one point. A group of travelers and ridiculous orcs are passing by. Oh, where are they? They're there! Oh, there's only two of them. Why do they always have someone called the biggest grot? I thought we were being unique calling one of our guys the biggest. But no, apparently everyone wants to be the biggest grot around. Quest available for villagers' machines. You've learned of an ancient terminal that contains information about the John Warhammer. However, the terminal is surrounded by a tribal village and the locals venerate it. They aren't part of any major faction. They are willing to let you visit on the pretense of worshipping it, but they will attack you when you touch it. You can attack the villagers on the outside or enter peacefully and try to quickly escape the data from the terminal. Beware, if you spend over 10 hours in a village or build anything near it, the locals will attack and call reinforcements. I guess we have to accept this. We don't have to accept it immediately. We got Daka Boy is down. Is in need of treatment. Oh no, where's Daka Boy? Oh, he's only got the bruise left, that's fine. Your mouth produces noises in some sorts of melody, so I guess it's singing in a way. Yeah, singing every single way. It's fun for me and you. Singing in every way I say it's great for me and you. I don't know what to do. What's another song I wanted to do? Well, now I want to get the lore video done. I've decided I'm going to hand off responsibility for that to Briar. I just need to get the script written and to actually speak it. I might try getting around that. I've got so much to do. Like, I've got so much Warhammery stuff to do as well. Got to be taking care of my health as well. What do you think they have on them? Anything good? Step Warbow. Ugh. Black armor's okay, I guess. Silver, steel club. He's got a cochlear implant. Ooh, steel mining work site. 240 steel. Nice. Dr. Smile's going to go now. Bye-bye, Dr. Smilex. Thanks for popping into the stream and watching for a while. Oh... It's also struggling just to find time where I can actually record. I can't really record at night. Actually, a couple of times I've been trying to record recently. There's just been so much noise. One of the times was a storm outside and it was just too noisy for storm. Then you had people were cars and stuff. I was just like, oh my gosh, every time I want to record, there's something to get in the way.
Will you officially become the primal being Commander Cupcon?
No, no. Also, I've realised after trying to bring on that model that trying to stream with that model might be a bit too hard because it's got a lot going on and I might have to get... The rigger has said that they're willing to do some extra work on it that I wanted them to do. To put some extra toggles. I've got to put some extra toggles on this model. But I'm gonna have, at first I asked them to give it to me as one model that has 2 outfit toggles, and it turns out that maybe when I'm streaming, I can't actually handle having it on screen. Oh no, look, I've one of the bar. The bar Muffalo. Muffalo 6. Okay, people are picking up all that stuff. Okay, that's good. What's Mexa doing? Why are you wearing a mask? I should probably tell them to stop smoking smoke leaf. No, I shouldn't do that because orcs love to smoke, so it's fine. How many meals do we have now? 29 fine meals. Oh wait, we've got the survival meals. I need to put like, so we got 25 of them or something. Cook packaged survival meal. ×4. Do until you have 25. And add bill, cook package survival meal. Do until you have 25.
Good thing they are not orc, but a mere goblin.
I should probably focus on telling them to do that before even 5 fine meals. Yeet. Yeah, but the thing is that's like, it's a grot tribe. Not 97%. Come on. It needs to come up to 100%. Oh gosh. They're attacking immediately. Where are they? I don't know what happened to the choke army. Red. Oh, they're coming in drop pods. Oh gosh, and they're quite well armed. That guy's got a wooden mace. Okay, well armed wooden mace. Pump shotgun. Musket. Wheel lock pistol and wooden mace and a steel scram sack, whatever that is. Okay, Daka boy, draft you. They're gonna be attacking from this direction, so get you here. Bobbling the goblin, draft you to here. Nomsa, draft you to here. There's a lot of them, so just get anyone who can shoot up here. Don't you have like a slugger? Yeah, you do. The biggest. There we go. Actually, the biggest. I don't want you at the back like that. I want you still in. Okay, I don't know if we're going to attack this direction or from that direction. If they attack that direction, it's good because we got the gun. to it. Seems are splitting up. Oh gosh, that guy went down straight away. Don't care about his wooden mace. That warm and medicine, nice. Pump shot, wetlock pistol. I don't care about that. It's not even worth much, is it? Not a lot. Evo. Except exact skull. Oh my goodness. They're running. Oh my goodness, they didn't stand a chance. The biggest, go and strip him quickly. Oh my goodness. Okay, matchlock musket is made. Oh, that's worth a lot. Allow that. Loads of stuff here. I don't think... An elephant tusk! And here's me saying we needed more medicine. Pump shotgun, allow. Steel scram sack. Well, that's worth a lot. Allow that. Not worth as much. Some uber medicine. It's not uber medicine, it's just normal medicine. But considering we've basically got no medicine in, like, anything is better than what is shown here. Okay, what do we do with this guy? Do we arrest him and then, like, harvest him for parts? Or do we... He's still got a decent left eye. Oh, he's got a flak vest and everything. Oh, and a proper commissar jacket. Passion fruit is our commissar. We need him to wear a commissar jacket. Come on, passion fruit. You're literally a commissar. Like, look at him. He's a commissar. Okay, the biggest. Actually capture him. We'll then do an operation to steal his. That boy currently has a left eye issue, so if we can steal his left eye, that would be great. Bombardment delivery. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, skulls everywhere. I get what you mean. Okay. Well, there we go. I thought that would be a lot harder. Our arcs actually our grots, now that we've treated them properly, have become better at stuff. Okay. Health, operations, add bill, harvest. I think it's his left eye. Yeah, harvest brain. Harvest left eye, Mexa. Actually, wait. Prioritize tending to, and then prioritize operating on. You can be undrafted. Because tending to him will just help Mexa with medical skills. Train some medicine. That went really well, though. The driver was a little bit aggressive, but hey. I mean, were they even aggressive? They didn't do anything other than arrived, walked up to us, and we shot them. Like, we had this big thing saying it was a raid, but are we sure it was a raid? Oh gosh, something got torn off. Giggles. Let's look at Giggles' needs. Uncovered groin, awful barracks. Your rival Julio died. Your rival Bullet died. Okay, that has nothing to do with us. Intense pain. He's happy about being in intense pain. Wait, what even is he? Like... He's done for Choke Army, so he's just a random human pirate gunner who maybe is devoted to Slaanesh. He's a psychopath, he's too smart. Log. Well, it made a comment about the weather to Giggles. Oh, no, that bullets must have been, okay, he came to do the attack with two of his rivals. Yeah, Bullet is here. Barbara. Oliquart. And that's Muffalo Meat. Cutcam might have already butchered one of them. No, it does not like it. How does it? That human meat here. Doesn't tell us where it came from. I don't know. Oh wait, they've still got skulls around. The skull of Bullet. The skull of Oliquart. Oh, here's the other one. We're not expect. There we go, Julio. Oh yeah, his two rivals died. We've done a lot of good for him. We've stripped him, we've put him in an awful barracks, but you know what? He's happy for it. Look how happy he is. We ripped off his arm while trying to heal him, apparently. Yeah, torn off his right arm, apparently. Oh, pollution, stimulus. Oh yeah, and he's in the pollution. Why did the biggest put him in the one polluted part of his cell? Oh gosh, that's so stupid. He's been oh, he gets energized by pollution though. He's not gonna die anymore, so that means we can steal his left eye. Is there anything else we want to steal from him? Like, none of you are, like, injured or anything, right? Left eye. No. They walked aggressively towards us and showed no respect for the boss. Yeah, I mean, who just lands drop pods randomly in someone's territory? Will it log, like, who he killed? Well, it died. Olearch died. So he killed two of them. Boblin the Goblin killed Julio. Nosma hit Julio but didn't kill anybody. Facehard didn't kill anybody, it looks like.
Yes, boss is desmarteased. Now Humi will become polluted and turn green.
He'll become polluted and turn green. Yeah, maybe he'll join us. Mexa didn't hit anybody. Passion Fruit just killed Muffalo. But that was just part of the biggest. But 5 of them. Bullet. Oliak. He got Julio. Nosma hit Barber. Yeah, we didn't see who killed Barber. I'm guessing he killed Barber then. Oh gosh, it doesn't show much information about Barber, does it? Oh, there we go. Gunshot, minigun turret. Oh, the minigun turret must have killed her off. Yeah, a gunshot from minigun turret, and got bruised from Boblin shooting her. Pulse pistols, we know Nosma hit her. Yeah, it's a minigun turret that got her. Yeah, see, our defenses are great. Surgery failed. What do you mean it failed? Left eye cut. Okay, operations, add bill, harvest. Okay, actually, I'm gonna have to like get to prioritize tending to giggles again. Can we harvest the left eye? I think it should still work. Right eye, left eye. Okay, I'm guessing we can't harvest the left eye while it's damaged. Ugh. I'll tend to him. Once it's better, we'll try fixing him up again. We'll try the operation again. How's Mexa doing as a doc, by the way? He's still medical skill 2. He's close to medical skill 3 though. He's getting better. Research command. Provide suggestion on mental support boosting Richie's research speed for everyone nearby. That's his only command. It's fine. We got a lot of muffalos. Oh look, a passion fruit in this cool little commissar jacket. Oh, it's adorable. Okay, everything's being picked up over here. That's nice. We're gonna have meat for days, my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to like prioritize butchering for animals actually. Because otherwise they're just gonna rot. Since they're not kept frozen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for his blooming left ear to get fixed. Left eye, sorry. Yeah, what type of person is he? Bio, he's a pirate gunner, male waster. Wasters are aggressive, immune to toxic pollution, almost impervious to disease, and can ingest as much psychic and wake-up drugs as they wish with no ill effects. Their toxin-adapted metabolism means they must consume some form of psychite, usually flake or yayo. Oh, we don't have any psychite for him. Do we even have the ability to do anything there? Like, psychite refining. We can make flake and yayo, I guess. Psychoid brewing. We can't make psychite tea. We could try growing some psychite to keep him alive. Just a small patch. What is it called? Psychoid plant. Oh my gosh! It's everywhere! Cutcar, yeah, clear priority. Okay, you. I think we need people to go on to face hard. After you've done that, can you prioritize hauling? The biggest. Prioritize hauling. We got a lot of hauling to do here. Thankfully, we've got all the cupboards full of clothing. Face hard, prioritize hauling. Prioritize hauling. Oh yeah, we need to allow for passive coolers again in various rooms. Actually, you know what? Instead of allowing for passive coolers, I think just deconstruct them. And then what we'll do is... Oh, that's a cool jacket. Armageddon pattern trench coat. Is build a copy of that over here. And again in this room. To keep them refrigerated. Yeah, might as well. Why is there just random steel on the ground? I don't know. Everyone's asleep right now. Do, 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 do. How heavy is a matchlock thing actually? Because it didn't seem that they could carry it. It's not that heavy. You'd think they'd be able to. And then what I want you to do is actually draft, get over here, and then play, undraft, gear, drop the matchlock, then allow that, and hopefully someone should deal with it. Sometimes they'll just move stuff, but normally you can try telling them to move and they'll be like, I can't, but then they'll just do it anyway, if you leave them to it. I don't want to remove bridge. Where's bridge? Bridge. I don't want to remove bridge. I want to build bridge. Bridge. Yeah. Hi, Alcazar. How you doing? Oh, that finally became all stone. Okay, now we go to floors. And we go... I don't want... Actually, you know what? Sandstone tile will look nice in here. Yeah. Then I want limestone tile in here. There you go. It's just so that our storage room, if it sets on fire, we don't lose absolutely everything. Oh my gosh, this room. Why is this room completely lost all light, by the way? Oh, I told him to deconstruct the light, not the cooler. Ugh. I told him to deconstruct the cooler. I'm a silly Billy. We cancel that. Build copy. Just make sure. Okay, people are moving equipment. That's nice. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of clothing outside. I didn't even notice that there. Well, thankfully, if it's getting around to hauling, it's good. How are we doing over here? We're doing well. Over pollution. Ooh, research screen. Let's get down to... We can't quite do medicine production until we got sterile materials. Oh my gosh, he is so quick at research now. I don't know why they don't have the ability to move us. One of the animals should be able to move, I imagine. Does it tell me how much he can carry? Is it because they've all got sidearms? Look at him go. Look at him researching away. Oh my gosh, he's already at 11% production. Oh my gosh. Oh, but you gotta do research trip to the Caribbean was cancelled. I will be stuck between two different tropical storms right now. Oh gosh. That sounds horrible. Tropical storms are not fun. One of the things that makes me glad I live in Britain. Oh my gosh, we got how much orc fungus? We got a lot of fungus. Oh, we can do a leader speech right now if we wanted to. Oh my gosh, everyone's lifting up the floor there. We don't have that much. No, we do have a sandstone, I guess. Or at least some of the sandstone needed. That cowboy is building a broom. Who's our main person who does basic work? Oh, I know why we can't carry it. It's because we've got that table there. We just need to like tell one of these areas, right? Storage, allow, not allow all. Ugh. Weapons, allow. And they'll move a gun. I forgot about that, I'm silly. I thought it meant they didn't have a spot that they had in like their infantry to be able to move it. Oh, look at them, they're all around to land at the moment. Okay, we got some of that built up with sandstone tile. You're on the edge of the Arctic Circle instead, and I haven't seen the night sky since you arrived. What? How come you not seen the night sky? Is it because it's too cloudy or too cold to go out? The Arctic Circle has a pretty nice night sky, I'm told. It's always day. Oh, yeah. That's the issue. You have really long days and really long nights. Okay, Daka Boy is doing that stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Work. Who's our main cleaner? Facehod doesn't really have a lot to do. So I'm thinking maybe we give them... Okay, Facehod. I'm thinking drop your pistol. Then equip your pistol. Then... Oh, what are you doing with that thing? Okay, I'm going to have to draft you, but no, draft you. Get you over here. Undraft you. Equip a sidearm. What are you doing? Oh no, don't equip a sidearm, drop. Then equip offhand. Then where's the broom? The broom. Pretty sure they made a broom. Just gonna have to find it. Okay, it's there. Okay, equip broom as sidearm. There we go. Do. That cowboy's making stuff. Some sand, some limestone blocks for all the walls. Oh yeah, it's a nice sandstone floor. Da. Wait, so do you have a difficult time like trying to keep track of time or something? As I've been told, some people like have a really hard time in those conditions of keeping track of time. And like when they should be sleeping, and then other people are just like, no. Like it's no harder than normal. Ducker boy! Go, ducker boy! Go, ducker boy! Go! Break that stone! Break that... What are you researching anyway? And what were you meant to be researching in the Caribbean? Oh yeah, I can get rid of this passive cooler as well. Deconstruct. How much are we doing? We got a lot of grid excess right now. Coolest target temperature 21 degrees C. That's fine. Growth moment for Face Nod. Oh, he can be a fisherman. What does that do? There's a skeleton in our steel giblet cage. I'm not a big fan of that noise of Dino building stone. pathways on the floor. How far away are we now? I keep seeing growth rate 100%, keep thinking it's finished. 99%. I was going to research seagulls, but now you're researching migrating caribou and boreal. Woodland caribou? Oh. True or bird? Oh, what's the study of birds called? I wanted to say etymologist, but that's insects. And caribou are the reindeers. Wait, how come you're doing reindeers and... Not reindeers. How come you're doing like deer? I thought caribou were elk, not reindeer for some reason. But how come you... Like, what's your thingamajig? You're a zoologist. Oh. Hay grass died from rotting. Wait, why did the hay grass rot? Is it is programmed to store right hay? Yes, it is. Okay. Ready to harvest. Oh, it's ready to harvest. I want to harvest. Who's our best at harvesting? Plants 5. Plants 12. 4. Commissar, go out there and get some new recruits. Select all of them. No. Select all of them. Harvest. Just study all of it. Oh, that's cool. Does that only include land animals, or does it include sea animals as well, like marine life? Okay, passion fruit. I want to prioritize harvesting this. Go over there, passion fruit. Muffalo 1 has given birth. That's less important than... It's an orky life! No! No! The cocoons! They're meant to be able to turn into... When harvested, they're meant to be able to turn into squigs and stuff. No, we're getting this fungus. Why? Did I do something wrong? Well, one of my rooms reeks of paint, but all my current minis are primed. Yay! That's not... Wait, oh no, you didn't prime inside, did you? Zoologist covers mammals, birds, lizards, and anything else on land. Marine biologist study... Oh, okay. Entomologists study bugs. Yeah. What? I didn't do anything bad with a fungus. Why? Why have we not gotten anything new from these? Oh, primed outside and leaving to dry inside. Okay, that makes sense. That's not bad. Oh. I need a zoologist to tell me why. Actually, no, zoologists won't be able to tell me much about orcs. They're not an animal, they're fungus. I need a plant scientist. How's your eye, Mr. Giggles? It's still cut. That means I can't do an operation to remove your left eye. I could harvest your brain. Potentially. I'll have to do it all over again when my grey primer gets here. The idea is you spray from above with grey so the black stays in the shadows. Oh. Okay. I have thought about doing that myself, but I've decided against it. Yeah, we got a lot of that sandstone-y stuff built up. You don't know much about plants, just that most of the trees that can kill you are in the South America and none are in Australia. Trees that can kill you, like poisonous trees. I know that there's some trees are more deadly than you think they are because they use their root system to effectively kill other plants. And the entire life cycle involves about basically trying to create as much dead matter around them. And they have, there's like this poisonous vine or something that grows on them or something stupid. That they have a symbiotic relationship with. So that, I think the idea is the tree itself attracts ants and bugs that then get killed by the vines. Then they get attracted, they attract birds which poop seeds. So the birds end up living within the tree's canopy and they poop seeds and everything. So then plants start living growing around a tree's base. And then the tree's roots actually kill off all the other plants anyway. Once they get, like, they start growing themselves. It was years ago I watched a documentary and it just happened to have a tree in it. And half the time documentaries are wrong anyway, so I never bothered checking to see if it was correct though. Is it animals in Australia that get you? Some of them do. Some of them are better than the other animals. Like the Australian raccoon. Or is it the Australian possum? The Australian possum is much nicer than the American one. And people go on about wildlife in Australia being crazy. And then you just go, okay, a hiker went out today. It's like, if they didn't make it home, why not? They got killed by a bear or cougar or a mountain lion or a coyote or a wolf. And it's like, are you sure it's Australia that has a terrifying wildlife? Because your wildlife sounds pretty terrifying to me. There's a tree in South America called the mankineal tree, and cutting the tree kills everything in a 10-mile radius as its sap is extremely poisonous and evaporates into the air. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. I knew some what's it called, trees had like poisonous sap. I know that there's some trees that evolve to produce sap at a relatively rapid rate because of the amount of insects and especially birds, do you know, like woodpeckers type birds that break the bark and they leach sap. But if you, and this is something especially happened with human colonization and stuff, I say colonisation, human settlements nearby, they scare off the birds, and as a result the trees would swell with sap, and until one day they'll just explode. And the explosions can actually be quite lethal. And you have to go around to like poke holes in the trees and let out the sap. But you have to be careful about it, because if you do too big gashes or something in it, you can end up infecting the tree. It'll be similar to like giving yourself a cut, and the cut can be infected. Well, apparently that's potentially where the idea of Christmas trees and those types of things come from, in which humans potentially in areas with trees that, you know, needed to be cut to let out the sap, they would have like, they would go out and cut the trees, and it became sort of a ritualistic event to go out and cut the trees because the birds were scared off. And you do it mostly in like harvest times and winter times. Whether birds were also likely to have migrated away as well as other birds potentially being scared off. And that eventually became like a ritual. At least that's like a theory. I don't know if that theory has changed now. That's another... I watched a few documentaries about trees. Actually, no, that one was because I was... I like researching about mythology and stuff. And then I read about the trees, and then I watched a documentary about these trees that explode and how many people actually die per year, which is not many people, but still more than you'd expect. The signs everywhere telling you if you enter the forest that the government isn't responsible for your death, and you'll be fined $2,000 if found. Oh my goodness. And if you die, could you imagine, like, you're being told that, hey, your family member's dead. Oh, so here's a bill for $2,000. Just they entered a place they weren't meant to. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to look up if this is correct. I'm going to save it. Because I feel like that the archoid cocoon should have turned into arcs. Like, it feels really weird that, like, I've done so many harvests and we've got nothing yet. We got no new squigs, no new snotlings. Does that have to be uncovered in that? I don't know. Everything I thought I knew, I didn't. That does not sound very good. I was about to start closing all my apps for some reason. Oh, by the way, look at my dancing gobbo. Everybody, I've got a dancing grot. Oh, I love a dancing grot. Look at that beatbox go. And it's going do, 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 do. Oh no, we didn't do a leader speech. And we didn't do the big old dance. We can do that next time. He's meant to be wearing like a studded jacket or shirt and torn jeans. But they're woolly jeans because they're made from like buffalo wool. There's another tree known as a grenade tree. Oh, I know about the grenade tree with the nuts that explode. There's also You don't want to be near a tree that gets hit by lightning. That's like really bad. Because it can boil and explode again. Exploding trees is an issue. What other things are there? I know there's some trees that have poisonous leaves and stuff, but most of the time they're not going to be deadly unless you try eating them, and even then you need to eat a bunch of them. The main thing is that they're irritants to your skin. There's a tree that kills all trees around it when struck by lightning. Oh yeah! I recently found out that for rainforests and stuff, I say recently, it's basically been, there was already theories, but I think it's pretty much confirmed now, that like South America, the wildlife and flora has evolved effectively for wildfires and for severe lightning storms, and they actually need for the wildfires to go on. And they've also theorized recently that the reason that like places like California and so on have been hit so hard by wildfires recently is because of how effective wildfire fighting has been in the past. Because one of the things is we actually have we've been comparing pictures of what the modern forests look like compared to what they were when they first came across them, or at least the first pictures and photographs of them, both drawings and photos. And what we found is that they are much, much denser than they ever used to be. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are much denser than what they used to be because of the effectiveness of firefighting since peak humans have been living in permanent settlements near them. But what this means is because of how dense it's become, because we've stopped small wildfires, it means that the fires now can spread very, very quickly to very large areas. And an important thing would actually be to effectively reduce the density of a forest. In fact, it could also potentially help larger animals also survive. I still don't know why it can survive a lightning strike, so it's being studied. Yeah. I think there's a few theories into why it can survive a lightning strike. I can give ideas of physics of why it should be able to survive a lightning strike. Nature is wild. Nature is kind of wild, if that's the point. It's wildlife. It's not called mundane, domesticated life. It's wildlife. But yeah, nature is interesting. But yeah, modern ideas now of how to fight wildfires at areas where wildfires are more prone is to create natural fire breaks now and to burn areas of like the forest and areas down. At least that's what I've heard. And like we're planning to do that in various areas. They already kind of had this, like, roads going through forests acted as natural breaks. But the issue is as soon as you add in any sort of wind, because of how dense the forests are on both sides, it gets up. The thing, the fire can easily pass through. The other thing is the foliage. Is when you get lots of small wildfires, but none of them can range very far, you don't get a large amount of foliage on the ground. Which means that the foliage effectively all gets burnt through. So the foliage becomes ash, which helps the next set of life and so on grow. But you're constantly effectively having this foliage being cycled through. But when you're not getting lots of these fires going through, and the wildfires are being caught on quicker, you end up getting quite a lot of foliage building up, which means that a lot more than you'd expect, a lot more grass and everything else. And all of this is a lot of stuff that can burn. And it can dry out as well. It's like, yep. There's a lot of stuff that adds up to them. It's like, oh. And so originally it would have naturally been a lot more sparse forest, and the wildlife and trees would have grown quite well in all the ash and stuff. I'm also finding out this is probably why some of the native fauna and wildlife, not wildlife. Oh, what's it called? Plant life is struggling to compete with other life that's coming through because the plant life's used to having effectively layers of ash to grow through. Whereas other life that's coming in, like, you know, other seeds that have been brought in and like seeds and gardens and stuff that are spreading, are just grow normally and can outgrow it in some regards. It's interesting. Forest fires, landslides and beavers are basically nature's forest recyclers as they all support new life. Yep. Beavers are very interesting animals. Beavers are interesting because I was talking about this the other day, in which when it comes to intelligent life, we often say intelligent life, but what it actually means for like humans is you have to have like a number of things to be sort of an industrious life form. You have to be social, you have to have intelligent, you have to be dexterous, you have to basically be at least semi-land dwelling. And those are the four main tenets basically. And very few animals have more than one of those tenets together. Like you got ants, like very social, industrious type animal, but when it comes to, well, they're not necessarily that dexterous. Like multiple of working together can be dexterous, but they're not that intelligent. Working as a hive, they can be kind of intelligent, but they don't have a lot of individual intelligence. And so on. But then you get beavers, and they actually have quite a lot of all the different traits together. They use tools, they build stuff, they're quite social animals. They are quite dexterous. It's a really interesting thing because they have a lot of the traits humans have. The main thing that they kind of lack is very high intelligence. Like they are intelligent, but it's more intelligent for an animal. But like there's other creatures that have the same level of intelligence, if not more than a human in theory. A family of beavers can destroy an entire forest by themselves. Oh my goodness. How big is a family of beavers though? Like 10, 20. I mean, I've seen Timberborn, so I know what a handful of beavers can do to the local ecosystem. Around 20 more. Ah, okay. But yeah, beavers are very interesting in that regard. I know some of what's it called? Most of my research of that comes from when I was doing physics, and it was a mixture of physics. Hello, Talan. Beaver heard you talking about me. Don't explode, everybody. No. Mostly comes from when I was doing physics and not psychology, philosophy. And we had to, as part of the idea of trying to understand if there would be other life in the universe. Or like in the galaxy, and like what would intelligent life look like and so on. And the big thing about that is looking at our own planet and looking at like how intelligent life has evolved and what other creatures could potentially become or be considered on the same level. And beavers are an interesting topic. But they do like a lot of intelligence, because I think they got like the same rough intelligence as a dog, I believe. Or a bit higher. Ravens are another interesting one, because they're quite for birds. They're relatively social. They've been shown having pets. They are quite dexterous, and they utilize tools. They also do building and stuff, but they're not that dexterous. We never said beavers were bad. Put some respect to my cousins from another aunt. And oh, what's another one that's interesting? Oh yeah, there's some species of spiders that are very interesting. Because while we generally don't think of spiders as a quite social creature, some species of spiders are more social than what you would expect. And they're similar to ravens, in which much of their social activity isn't actually with necessarily others of the same species as them, but with other creatures. There's some species of spiders that are known to keep pet, like frogs or other smaller insects around them. Like there's one species of spider that there's like, I can't remember, it's like a type of mite that basically lives with a spider and keeps it clean their nests. And they seem to have like, it's not just they tolerate one another sort of thing. It's a very much actually going out for way to aid one another sort of relationship we've had. The study of insects is actually quite interesting as well, because sometimes they behave in manners that's quite difficult to figure out. Because you generally think insects aren't that intelligent, and they're not meant to be that intelligent. Although spiders aren't insects, and most of the spiders that are behave in more intelligent patterns are bigger spiders. So you'd expect them, because they have a literally bigger brain. But it's interesting. All animals and bugs are interesting. They are all interesting. But one of the big things is like when trying to do calculations of how likely other life is in the galaxy. It's very likely there's other life in the galaxy. There's no doubt about it. Microbe life is pretty much guaranteed on a number of planets. Or microscopic life. Marine life is very likely on other planets. In fact, it's potential there might be even marine life within our own solar system, outside of Earth. It's only potential for it. We don't really know if it can exist or not. Because we also have to stretch the idea of like how life can exist and how life can evolve. It's one of the moons of, I think the one that they're really interested in is it a moon of Jupiter or is it a moon of Saturn? I forget which one it is. I forget what it's called. But it's basically, the entire planet is covered in a layer of ice, but below the layer of ice, it's actually got water, like a lot of water. And it's very possible that you could have the building blocks of life underneath that water and so on. Europa, that's it, yeah. It's not the most likely, but there is potential for it. And if the life does exist, it most likely... Sorry, I just got stuff. Notifications. If life does exist, it's most likely only going to be microscopic life forms. We know of a few other... We only know of a few galaxies, and even then, we don't know what kind of planets are in them. The chance of other planets supporting life is extremely high. Yeah, within our own galaxy, the likelihood that there's other planets supporting life is very high, even within our own galaxy. The likelihood of an intelligent species like humans existing, and existing for long enough that it decides to harness tools and then decide to try and travel into space is so incredibly unlikely, though, that within the time period that our galaxy has existed and been in a position where any planets can harness life, humanity shouldn't exist as it is right now. But that's how low the chances are, basically. That humanity shouldn't exist, but we do exist. So the likelihood of even another single species existing like humans. If we went across every single planet as it is today, right now, across the entire galaxy, I think the chances are we'd find microscopic life form on a lot of the planets. A small percentage of them, but there's a lot of planets out there. So, but there'll be enough of them. Complex life forms would be much less common, but probably still relatively common. Most of them would be marine life forms, though. Other galaxy, if you take into account other galaxies, it becomes a lot more complicated because our galaxy is not the oldest galaxy by any means. So there's definitely, you've got to take that into account. So it's very likely going to be another species like humans in another galaxy somewhere close by. The moon has liquid water and a high probability of microbial life. I don't think it has that one, does it? Maybe. Because I think you don't need just liquid water. That's a big thing. You need liquid water. You preferably need an atmosphere to mix with that liquid water. Because you have to realise water itself is not actually the building block of life. You've got other things that are the building block of life. Water is just an important aspect of our life. In fact, pure water isn't even that great for you. But the big thing for like our Earth and why we got microscopic life forms is sulfur fence. That was a huge part of our life form. The other thing is that we had an atmosphere. And while these sulfur fence was splitting up sulfur and stuff, and the building blocks of life, because that's what ultimately they were doing. They were splitting up the building blocks of life in the water. The water itself was filled with minerals from the Earth, because it was already in a very volcanic state at the early Earth was. When we first got water on the planet, like oceans and stuff, it was after the earth was very unstable, effectively. So there's a lot of minerals mixed in with the water. You got salt and stuff mixing into there. That's very important for our form of life that we've got going on. But then you got the atmosphere itself, and it dissolves into the water, and that's huge. It's why fish can breathe underwater. They're not turning... Usually they're not turning H2O into hydrogen and oxygen. They're usually stealing oxygen that's dissolved into the water and taking it from the water. I think humans as mutants, and if there is other life like Earth has, it'll be closer to the animals we have. Yeah. Under all that ice, fun fact, Europa has a geyser eruption of several kilometers into space, so there's thermal activity. Yeah, that's the thing. Europa's quite a large planet, so it's got a gravitational pull. It's got minerals on it. It's got volcanic activity on it. That's the thing. I think there's a chance that if we went into the water and ice on the... If we went through the stuff on the moon, we might find fossilized life from the earliest form of Earth. Because the moon was once part of Earth. But it's hard to know. We believe that life didn't exist until after that point. Oxygen is poisonous and so is water, just that our life has adapted to it so we can survive. We age as a poison. No, for poison, I don't think the poison is slowly killing us. As I thought we age because we have, oh, what's it called? Telomeres. It's part of our DNA. Every time our cells replicate, isn't like this thing that is part of our DNA strand within our cell effectively. It degrades slightly every single time it's replicating. Or at least after a certain point, it just starts degrading because it just struggles maintaining itself. It starts breaking down. So while the cells are replicating, they break down and the new cells are kind of bad. But not as good as the cells that came before them. I thought that was basically how aging worked, or something like that. Oh no, I'm not a biologist. Most of my things is comes from other stuff. There's a theory that oxygen is what causes the DNA degradation. Oh. I think that's unlikely. But maybe. I don't know. I think it's just a natural part of our DNA strand. Gotham, one of the other things is like, we've experimented with ideas, haven't we, of how to stop that degradation. And one of the big ways is, yeah, we could stop it, but then we basically risk creating super cancer. Yeah, so that's it. Chromosomes degrade. The pieces on the end that was responsible for the recreations. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I really liked that sort of stuff. One of the big things I had to research though was like stuff about the soul and the body and that sort of thing. And it's like, yeah, we can't prove anything about the soul existing or God's existence. We tried. I say every so often, I think there's a lot of things where it's like, it's pretty much non-stop researching of doing effectively classes and groups doing the same experiments of trying to find if there's a soul or not. Oh. Hello, Paint Games! How you doing? But I don't think humans are that much of a mutant, because one of the big things I often think about humans is that humans as they are today first came around about 2 million years ago. And it's only in the past about 20,000 years, but maybe 30,000 years that we started really utilizing tools and stuff to a larger degree. And then only in the past 14 to 20,000 years, of it might be longer, it's hard to know, that we started farming. And then from there, it took us about... Well, it's only in the last 5 to 6,000 years that we started really creating civilization as we know it today. And from there, having a good understanding of philosophy, technology and stuff. And that's really... It's in the past 5 or 6,000 years where generally we consider stepping into modern ideas of modern technology. Not modern technology really, but humans as we know them. There wouldn't be much difference between humans from 6,000 years ago and humans from today. In terms of mentality and there are obviously differences. But did you know the modern age technically started in the Renaissance? Because the modern age is generally where actual science first came about, like modern science, and the modern science first originated effectively in the Renaissance. Before, like, we got various forms of, like, the earliest ideas and concepts of science and attempts to do science before then. And they often lend the name, so lots of, like, chemistry comes from alchemists. But yeah. And all life is made up of the same matter. Yeah, I'm good. I've gotten a B on a Swedish exam and a B on an assignment on the movie 7. Ooh, that's not bad at all. Especially for Swedish. Swedish is a hard language to learn. I know because my father's really good at language and he tried learning Swedish because he worked for a Swedish company at one point and he really struggled. He learnt French, he learnt German, he learnt Italian, all relatively easily. Swedish. There's an animal. All we managed to prove is everything of the world is composed of an energy that makes up elements. We don't know why protons, electrons and neutrons make matter, just that it does. I mean, we can, to be honest. The main thing is the things below them that we're struggling with. And why they work the way they do. I came up with a theory ages ago, mostly actually just for a story. And almost every single time they decide to come out with some information, it supports my theory more and more. It's like, you know, this feels weird. I called it the hook and chain theory. It wasn't exactly a new theory though. But it comes off the idea that all energy is, rather than the idea that all mass is made from energy, all energy is actually made from mass. And that's the thing. And that gravity itself is created because you have to imagine, like, there's a fabric of the universe. And when matter and energy comes about, it's effectively like you put knots into that fabric. And as a result, when you put a knot into a fabric, it pulls everything. This is like oversimplification. It pulls everything towards it. And that's effectively what gravity is in this theory. And if you do put a knot in a fabric, everything that's closest to it gets pulled the hardest. but anything in the fabric is going to have a small amount of pull towards the thing being pulled to the knot. And if you put multiple knots into a fabric, you're just going to be pulling it every single which direction, and that's how everything gets effectively made up. Now the hard part is, for me, is like, how come that makes matter? Really, we can make up why things have matter and why things have energy and stuff, but then why do I exist? Why do I have the ability to see, hear and think about everything? That's a hard part. I like tungsten, Swedish word, heavy rock. Oh, I never knew that was a Swedish word. There's an animal, maybe an axolotl from the family, that can regenerate chromosomes, so they are practically ageless. Oh yeah. They've also realised that, like, within children and stuff, there's weird genetic stuff going on. Even within humanity. Ugh. And lobsters are ages as well, but they can get too big and slow and they can't get out of the shell and it slowly suffocates them. Yeah, and there's also a breed of ageless jellyfish, I believe. But they're relatively slow creatures that are prone to predation or just washing up on the beaches and dying that way. Mass can create energy and energy create mass. It works both ways. Yeah. Yeah. There's the theories of like where all mass comes from effectively in the end though is that if mass gets destroyed, it doesn't get destroyed, it becomes energy. If energy gets destroyed, it doesn't get destroyed, it becomes mass. But there's then like theories posits that if you just break things down far enough, you get to a point where everything is just energy. There's no mass anymore. It's just energy. And I say that's wrong, and we're not made out, it's not just energy. Instead, you go far enough down and instead you won't have energy, you'll have mass. It's a weird thing. We exist to eat, not eat cupcakes. Yeah, don't eat cupcakes, they're friends, not food. Yes, mass creates curvatures in space matter, and this creates gravity in theory, but gravity is another type of force. Energy is all another story. Yeah. But that's effectively where the sort of theory comes into, in which I should get all these knots into the fabric. And you have to realise it's not just a single, it's not a 2D piece of fabric, it's a 3D piece of fabric. As this all interacts with one another and everything moves. Or as you get all these different knots within it, some of these knots are in itself what energy kind of is, like, do you know, photons and stuff like that? Or in a way, all energy is a type of force, or all energy is a type of mass, effectively, in the end. It gets very weird for theory. When did this stream become a science class? Conjuror is very science. Ask her about thermodynamics. She's a big fan of it. So, thermodynamics. No, we got in way too into the stream. It's almost 8 o'clock. I need to take my medicine because my doctor told me to take them at 8 o'clock rather than at bed when it tells me to. And then we get a big boom and the clock goes again. I'm yawning, I'm stretching, I'm gonna explode. And, you know, we've been playing RimWorld. Obviously, it's a very scientific game. So, anyway, thank you for coming to the stream. If you've not liked the stream already, then please do so. Remember to work hard, but play harder. Take care of yourself and be kind to others, and vice versa. Eat good food, sleep well, dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes. They're friends, not food, you big old stinky pants. Bye-bye, everybody. Ow! Oh, for bikes and for bears, it hurts. Love you all.